We are back, everyone, on another episode here on the Ragnamod VII series. There's been a couple changes I've done here, and you can see I've started to clear out quite a bit of the ores. Um, and honestly, we have a ton of copper. Like I know last episode I kind of showed you guys how much copper I have. I have more copper now. Oh, even like a little bit there. I have 3,488 copper ingots. And then I still have a bunch in here, still kind of waiting to be smelted. Actually, I forgot to switch this over. And I kind of set up this little thing here, so I can turn it on and off, so I can get 3 ingots at a time. Um, and then I also put in, let me just show you guys here. So I put in a couple of item pipes, so it pipes into the barrel. And then back here, I also put in a couple of fluid pipes that go from the two side tables into the middle one, for whenever there's like extra nuggets or something that are left over in these guys. So you can see here is making the full ingot, but if there's not enough in there to make the full ingot, it will leave like 3 nuggets or 6 nuggets, right? I think it's by threes, yeah. And then what it does is it pulls it into the middle one, and it all combines here. And if I'm missing any nuggets here, if this is like at 6, these are empty, I just come in here and grab 3 nuggets, put it in there, and let it complete. That way we get full ingots all the time, right? But yeah, that's what I've been doing here. I have a ton of copper still going. You can see this is my chest. I made a couple of upgrades here. Actually, let me show you this one. I think I mentioned it last time, but this is the compression upgrade. This guy's pretty cool. So pretty much any item you put in here, it will start to compress it. Now, you can kind of set it up a little bit weird. Let me turn this off just to kind of show you guys. So I have it here where we can see nuggets. However, if I don't want nuggets, let me grab this guy here. And this guy, let me just kind of get rid of this. Yeah, there we go. So say I don't want nuggets. You can see that there's 5 slots, right? Say I want to start with the blocks. It will start with just the blocks, and after you'll compress it into more blocks. However, if I just want the ingots, I can put this in the second slot, or to put the ingots in the last slot here, and it'll compress everything starting from the ingot. However, I keep it with the nugget because of that issue where I just mentioned, where sometimes we have leftover here. So I just keep the nuggets there. I just grab some nuggets and put it in, and do all that. Now the only problem with this upgrade is it doesn't allow you to automatically put in other items into this barrel once you have this. Like it'll say, hey, for example, say I did iron here. Actually, let me kind of show you guys. You can see here I have a bunch of stuff. Let's just grab a little bit of iron, and let's do. I'm gonna have to put maybe 3 in there. 1, 2, 3. Let that cook up. But pretty much what it's gonna do is we're full. So let's do manual here. Okay, so we have the iron here, right? Say we have 4 iron ingots. So say I turn this on. So it does the iron. It'll do the 3 iron. It'll pull them. However, I guess it does. Oh, you know what? Okay, so maybe with the with the pipes, it does pull them, because I was using it before with just a hopper and it wasn't pulling them. It would just keep it in the hopper and that's it. But even with that's still good that it works like that. However, it doesn't compress anything else. Now I don't know if there's an upgrade to this. Doesn't look like there is. So yeah, it only compresses one item in the barrel, which is still pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I recommend to use that. I think I'm gonna end up using that later on for other stuff as well. Now I also made myself a stacking upgrade. I got it to stacking tier 2. This allows me to stack it up to pretty much 256 here. And you can see I have a bunch of coal. So coal and copper, that's like the most I've gotten out of this. And I've gotten a few other things here and there. Nothing too crazy. I did a bit of iridium, which is pretty cool. A tiny bit of silver. I was hoping for more silver, because we do need silver for some of the upgrades in our quest book here. If we go to the miscellaneous stuff, we need silver furnace. right? And I don't know if there's a silver chest. No, that looks like it goes straight to iron and gold. So I guess for the furnace, we need a little bit of silver for that. We need four ingots. Not too bad, I guess. And I think you need silver for other stuff as well later on. Especially for like electrum and all that stuff. So yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more silver, but that's fine. It is what it is. And I'm pretty sure this is a small hollow hill as well, so it doesn't have as much items. Um, like this guy right here looks like a bigger one for sure. This is on the main island, so I don't know. I kind of don't want to touch that one. Just that's like the main island. I kind of want to find my other like my own like big one. But for now, this will do. I think we have a lot of resources now. Um, and yeah, it's been going pretty good. So yeah, we got that going. This is turned on. That is gonna continue making copper. You can see I have a ton of copper in here. Uh, Actually, I think I still even have more, right? Yeah. So let me just grab that. I just been doing copper for now. I did do a little bit of iron and gold earlier. You can see up here I have a couple compressed iron, a little bit of gold. Actually, I didn't get that much gold out of this either. At least I haven't gotten it so far. Um, Now the other thing I've been doing, like I said, is I've been kind of mining this out, and I've been trying to think of how I'm gonna set it up, like make it clean up, pretty much like clean it up, because it's all kind of all over the place still. And I haven't been wanting to touch the glowstone just yet either. Um, However, I might need to very soon. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of work to kind of continue and finish cleaning this up. But we'll get through it. So today, what I want to do is I want to look into the quest book because we haven't really looked at the quest book too much, and I kind of want to get started on some progression. So in the welcome page here, by the way, if you read this, it'll tell you that you don't really need to use the quest book to kind of progress. You can kind of figure it out on your own, and that's fine. However, it's always good to have like a little visual, and this little chart that they have here is pretty awesome for that. So you can see here, vanilla means this is what you can start with. This is the anything in that screen here, you can pretty much use any of it, right? Now there are going to be some things that we can use from like other stuff here. However, it might be very limited or it might be blocked behind something else, and that's pretty much what these arrows are telling us right here. So that means um, from here, the next tier or like the next thing that we want to do is get into Beyond Earth and the Undergarden. And then we can do Pneumatic Craft as well. But the reason why we want Beyond Earth is because you can see the blue, it says after Beyond Earth. So technically the next step here is try to get to Beyond Earth. That means we have to complete all four of these right here. Okay, we need hexeria, well, not complete, but at least get into it. There's something that we need from each of these. So hexeria, or hexerei, I don't know how to say that. Create immersive engineering in the Twilight Forest. And it says here the Twilight Forest is medium. I think that's because of all the bosses, I'm assuming. The bosses can get a bit tricky if you don't have flight and stuff like that. But I think we can figure it out. We did the Naga pretty easily with Twitch the other time. And I think what we're going to try to do is do, at least what I want to try to do is do the bosses together with him. So I will talk with him about that. So that should make it a little easier for us. Now, over here, so we need Twilight Force to get into the Undergarden. So to get into Beyond Earth, you actually need the Undergarden as well. So that means the next step for us right now is try to get into the Undergarden. So I want to look into the hexerei. Yeah, I want to look into this mod right here and see what we can do for this guy. Now, another thing I also want to do is unlock all these quests, and I really recommend you do this as well. That way, once you do certain things, you'll get the rewards for them and all that. And this is the hexerei one. Blue skies, yeah. But these are all the base quests that the base mods, sorry, that you can kind of unlock in terms of the quest book. Looks like even planetary logistics, but I'm assuming, yeah, you need other stuff for it. But you can unlock at least the base quest for it. Some of them might still be locked, but yeah, that is fine. I just want to do this because I always forget about it, and then I'm like, what am I supposed to do next? Or I just confuse myself about it, right? Let me just show you how it looks like. For example, the planetary logistics, it says, I unlocked the quest for it. However, I need other stuff to actually get into it, right? So let me just show you how that looks like. Apply logistics right here. At first glance, apply logistics looks like it's doable. Like if you look at the charger, that's basic. If you look at the inscriber over here, that's basic. Even if like the processor, even the controller, for example, that looks like all doable stuff. However, if you actually read and look at the inscriber presses, here it says you can find those presses only inside a meteorite on the moon, and that is why it is pretty much locked. So if you look at the quest book here in the progression, you can see Planet Logistics is locked under Industrial Foregoing for some reason. I'm not sure why, but then that's locked behind RF Tools, which RF Tools is locked behind Beyond Earth. So that's just an example of how the quests kind of work here. Um, but we at least unlock the base quest for it, so that way whenever we do create ourselves the charger and all that stuff, this gets triggered. Because if you don't do this guy right here, it won't get triggered until you actually do this guy. So that's where I get kind of. I remember in the last time I played Ragnamod VI, I remember that I had a couple quests where I'm like, why is that not being triggered? And it's because of this right here. So I just did that ahead of time. That way we know we have all these unlocked. So become a witch. Hexerei. You guys let me know how that's supposed to be said, but it sounds like hexerei, maybe. um, so we gotta start. It looks like with the mixing cauldron. That's just a regular cauldron with some iron ingots and a couple torches. Now I think there are a couple of like what's it called, like plants and stuff that you gotta get for this guy, right? But let's start with the cauldron, and I guess the Book of Shadows. What is this? We need sage. We need, yeah. So sage is one of the plants. Um, we need animal fat, leather, and some brown dye or some sort of dye. So any dye in a book. Yeah. So let's get the book. Let's get that first, and I'm assuming that's gonna tell us on how to do certain things. So yeah, let's see. Do we have any sage? We do. Okay, there we go. We have sage. And what else was it? It was leather, animal fat. What else? Okay, so we don't have any paper on us, it looks like. However, I think, let me just double check. Okay, we don't have any paper, so that's the one thing we're missing to make the book itself. However, I think we can maybe make it with bark. If I grab, actually, I don't even have that many logs, but let's grab some of these logs, I think. And we can make bark out of this, right? Tree bark. I need a cutting board as well. That's super simple. Let's do that. So we have the cutting board. Let's put the logs in here. I think we want to put the logs in the offhand and just do like this. That doesn't. Wait, what? Oh, wait. X on a log. Oh, does not work with the twilight logs. Okay, does not work with the twilight logs. I think. I think that's the issue. Let's grab. We have a couple of these ones. Honestly, I gotta start planting some more. Oh, you know what? I just realized we do have some sugarcane right here. So I guess I could make my paper, but I want to see if I can get the tree bark here. Let's grab this. Yeah, there we go. We got the tree bark there. Yeah, so it does not work with the twilight logs. That is a bit unfortunate, but that's fine. Looks like I gotta grow some trees. I remember I planted some. Did they grow? I don't know if they did or not. It looks like they did. So yeah, let's grab these guys here. And let's plant some more. Looks like we're gonna have to plant a lot of these guys, so. Yeah, this guy didn't grow. We got 3 right here. Hopefully they grow. But let's get back down here and finish off what we're doing here. So let's put away these guys. Okay, so I kind of cleared up my inventory just a little bit, just enough for us to kind of continue here. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a book. What's the book like this? Is it one leather? Might be one leather. I just forget how this works. No, it might be three leather. Nope. It is yeah, it is one leather. Okay. So yeah, so we need more paper, but we got at least the one book that we need. Now we're missing the sage. Oh, because I put it back in here, didn't I? We need a sage and we need a dye. Let's just grab any flower here. Not what I wanted to do. Grab that dye, and that should be our book of shadows. So yeah, let's read this. I'm gonna read this here. If I can. Do not let me. Shift. This is a guide of hexerei. For now, it must be placed on an altar to be read. Okay. Dye the cover upon crafting. Okay. Oh, you can like dye it. Okay, cool. So it looks like we need to make an altar. I don't know. I don't think I've ever created an altar before. I'm assuming it is just like I guess this guy right here. Okay, so it is gonna be mahogany. Do we need mahogany specifically for this? Looks like we do. I don't think I have any mahogany. Okay, so we're gonna have to go find some mahogany. Let me go ahead and do that. But before we do, let me just double check. Get some belladonna flowers. Make sure the quest here doesn't give me some mahogany by chance, right? We got a bucket for that one. No, looks like we don't. Okay, let me go find some mahogany, I guess. Um, do we have any mahogany saplings? Maybe. No. Yeah. So let me go ahead, find some mahogany, and we'll be back. Oh, by the way, I know last time I found the uncrafting table. However, it is disabled. If you click on it, it says uncrafting is disabled via config. So that's unfortunate. However, I think that's good because that could become very OP. But yeah, I will be back. All right, guys. So we have been unsuccessful in finding any mahogany trees. I kind of explored a little bit. You can see in the map. I actually went over to Corn's place. He's over here, Cornbread. He's the other guy that's with us. I haven't seen him on myself, but looks like he's over here. He finally claimed an area. Twitch actually put a teleporter, one of these guys, to his place. So I kind of went over there and then kind of walked back, kind of around here to see what I can find. But yeah, I could not find any mahogany trees. And talking to Twitch, he thinks it might be locked under the overworld. And if that's the case, well, the overworld that's under the get back to Earth right here. And there's a few things we gotta do before we even get that, including getting a tier 1 rocket. So yeah, we're not there yet. I also found myself raw ironwood. I found myself arcane crystal, which is nice. It looks like those are things that we need to progress. I only found one of each, I think, or two, I guess, two of this one of this one. But other than that, I did find a couple other trees. I got some rubberwood trees. So that's gonna be helpful for I forgot what it's called now. Industrial contraptions right here. FTP industrial contraptions. Looks like that uses rubber. That's pretty much like IC2 kind of style, or Tech Reborn, that kind of style of machines. And then we also found the Ars Novel, well, at least one of them, the Cascading Archwood sapling. I gotta go around and find the other ones. I'm sure I've seen them. I just kind of, this is the one I saw last, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I should grab him. Because that also reminded me I should make myself the spell book for Ars Novel. This guy right here. Um, so I think I made well, I guess they gave me this guy. I gotta make the spell book here. Looks like it should be pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And for the hexerite, since we cannot get any mahogany over here, since we cannot get any mahogany, I'm gonna go at least make myself the mixing cauldron and go from there, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and make those two things. Actually, what do we need for the mixing cauldron? Just iron. Yeah, okay, we looked at this earlier. It's just iron. And then we also want the Ars Novel book. And there we go. By the way, if anyone does know if there is a way to get mahogany in the Twilight Forest, let me know. I would appreciate that. If not, it's fine. Again, I think it's just for the altar, and that's just for the book. So I guess if you want to read, you got to go to Overworld. But yeah, I will be back with the other things. All right, I believe I have everything for the novice spellbook and the mixing cauldron. Let's go ahead and make the spellbook first. Actually, I gotta make the book first, I think, right? Yeah, here we go. And then the spellbook. There we go. And then we also want to make the mixing cauldron. And there we go. So we got those two things at least started. Um, I'm gonna put this guy right here for now. I'm hoping in between episodes now for until the next time I clear this up a little bit more and at least start kind of shaping the place a little bit. I think I kind of see where the shape is coming in, like on this side. I gotta exactly find where the center is. It sounds like it might be around here, maybe. I gotta figure that out exactly. But yeah, here we go. We got the mixing cauldron, and I think it needs some sort of fire under as well. So I can use. I think I used a campfire before, right? I think so. Does it tell me over here? If I go over to hexerei, it just gives me a bucket. Cool. But it does allow us to make a mortar and pestle. It makes it allows us to make some infused fabric, and that's for like the witch's hat and like the witch's clothing. That gives us a set bonus to some things. Oh, what the, I'm not sure what I pressed there. Um, but yeah, it pretty much unlocked a bunch of things here. So I will probably do this next time or in between episodes. I will show you guys how everything worked out. Um, but I also want to look at the novice quest book right here. The sorry, not quest book, the spell book. So invalid spell. Oh, you know what? I gotta make like the altar table thing, right? Does it tell me here? Novice spell book. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I guess just press C. Oh, we have basic stuff right here. We can do break by touching, self, harm. Okay, so not much. We gotta unlock more of these guys. I'm not sure how to unlock them just yet. Um, I'm gonna assume we have to kill the those flying books that come out sometimes. I think those were found in this guy right here, the Twitch towers. Twitch Lich Tower. Sorry about that. The Lich Towers. Yeah, I believe that's where they were found, and maybe in like in the I guess the chests that we find out in the world, the looter chest. But I haven't found any so far, at least. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. Not much in terms of progression. However, we did kind of look into the progression itself on how that's gonna work out for us. Um, Again, I'm going to try to work on hexerei. And I guess I will look into create an immersive next time as well. That should be our goal. So yeah, I'll do that. In between episodes, I'll work on hexerei, at least get the basics up and going. And then I'll look into create an immersive engineering. That way we can be ready for Beyond Earth stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Have a great day.